Now, this is WXTX Fox 54 News at 10, 1 hour earlier.
There's practically a website for everything these days, including airing your dirty laundry. That's right, you heard me right. If you've been cheated on, there's actually a site for you. In this evening's Making It Work, we'll show you the site that's creating a whole lot of buzz.
She'll steal your husband and take your boyfriend. Uses women and takes advantage of people. Imagine if someone said this about you for all the world to see with your name and picture right there. These are just a few of the comments on a growing website called Cheaterville.com. It allows scorn lovers to vent one blog at a time. We spoke with founder and CEO James McGibney via Skype, who says his website is part personal and part business.
I'm a former United States Marine, and I was on an overseas deployment with one of my Marine Corps buddies, and we came back and found out his wife had been having an affair the entire deployment. So thought it'd be a good idea to have a website where you can out people like that.
Remember the TV show Cheaters? Well, this is like the online version of that.
Who is this? Who is this? What's going on?
Except you don't have to out the alleged cheater face-to-face. This way you air your frustrations with the click of your keyboard. You type in the person's first and last name, write the story of what happened, and post it with a picture if you choose.
I think it's a good website so people can know who they're dating and stuff like that.
Evidently, a lot of people think it's a good website. Since launching this past Valentine's Day, the site has had hundreds of thousands of hits and posts.
And we're seeing, a lot of people who are getting ready to go on their first date, and they're on Match.com or eHarmony, and they want to make sure they're not about to go out with a psychopath or a habitual cheater, so they go to Cheaterville.com and just do a quick check to make sure there's no information about that person.
But there are those who are convinced this isn't the way to go.
I would never put anything out there like that. Absolutely not.
You could do it to someone you don't like, for one, like just put them up there and say, hey, they're a cheater, but they're not.
And that's a concern many people we talk to have about the website. How do you decipher what is or isn't true?
We don't decide whether the information is true or not. It's up to the person that's reading it. From a liability standpoint, we're protected by the Communications Decency Act of 1996. We're treated no different as, say, Facebook.
But from a psychological standpoint, Albert Eaton says websites like Cheaterville.com can do more harm than good.
There's a lot of research to show that when you're angry about something and you give in to that anger, it makes you more angry. So it doesn't help you feel better.
And what about the notion of privacy?
If you cheat, I don't think it should be exposed to the world.
Don't tell that to the thousands who've logged on and shared their most intimate details of how they've been wronged. For some, it may seem like a form of therapy, but Eaton has this advice.
If you have been cheated upon, go find a good therapist. I would say go find a good therapist and talk about why are you attracted to these kind of people? Because they're probably not very good for you, and you don't want to do this again.
Well, I guess the key here is just don't cheat, right?
Don't cheat. That was Fox 54's Cheryl Renee reporting. Interesting.
Very interesting. We'll see.
Make people say, thank goodness I'm married.
That's right. We'll check out that website. Well, next on Fox 54 News at 10, one of the biggest figures in sports comes to